Welcome everyone to Hammered and Cheese. If you don't know what's going on, that's on you. We are making hot honey chicken soup because one of us, for once, is sick and the other one is not. Who knew?
It's usually you.
It's usually always me. I just explained this to Cole, everyone, that he still has what's called immune system and metabolism. At my age, I have neither of those things. I have to rent them from the children on the street. It's not good. It's not a good system. They're very stingy about it too. Yeah. So, well, you know what? A lot of people have gotten sick, and you've been going quite hard in the paint the last month or so too. What's up, Serge? Hey, Megan. Welcome. But yeah. So you're feeling under the weather, eh?
Dude, I was so sick yesterday. Like I had like that cracking voice shit and was dizzy, had one of the worst headaches I can ever recall. Could barely stand. I'm a lot better today. But I always like baby myself when I'm sick. I just like get in the bed, I drink a bunch of Gatorade, drink a bunch of
Yeah.
water, take a bunch of medicine, and just sleep.
So, interestingly enough, there was a research paper about this because there's been a whole thing about how men say, well, when women give birth, they finally have a bit of an understanding of how men feel when they get the common cold, basically the same. And then there was some research done, and they were like, so apparently having more testosterone in your body means the pain you get from like a cold is actually amped up significantly, whereas estrogen brings it down. So you're like, technically, men get sick worse than women do. So suck it. Just an FYI, women. You'll never know the pain it is to have the man cold. So
they're always like, they're such babies. Okay, but y'all cry during movies.
yeah, you cry. You gave birth to one child once, and you're still harping on that shit. Fucking do something
let
today.
that go. Ever.
Yeah. Well, listen.
I don't even remember the last time I was sick.
I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous. I'm sick all the time, but I just curl into a ball and pray for death. So, I mean, tomato. It's fine. It's
That
reasonable.
could be good. You're gonna get your tonsils removed or something.
Yeah, I still have my tonsils, and I'm past the expiry date for those things. Because usually you get them out when you're a kid, right?
I don't know. I still have mine.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm still angry that I got my gallbladder removed. I'm like, hey, can I have it back? They're like, no. I'm like, oh, but it's mine. I want to keep it. What's up, Greninja? I mean, that's a creative name. So yeah, we have welcome everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Dino the Genetic Marvel, Sniffing Glue 22, as we do this regularly. So what's up, Travis? Travis Kuntz. Man, it would have been awesome having that last name. Well, being in your high school when you had that last name, I would have made it memorable. Kind of wish they took my tonsils out. Victoria is like, I want super tonsils, if anything. What's up, Kevin? Serge. I'm so happy you're here, Serge. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
What's up, Serge?
So, because two things. So, number one, Santa said, hey, Cole, you like hot and honey. So, you're getting hot and honey stuff for Christmas. That was number one. Number two, he feels like poop. So, noodles it is, or chicken soup it is. So, we've come up with hot honey chicken soup, which is, I mean, I feel like that's good for you during these type of situations. But so yeah, please, everyone, make sure you subscribe to both of our channels because we do all sorts of stuff. Victoria says that's what I crave when I am sick. Yeah, no, that's fine. Bark, and I will do 5 gifted. What do you mean by bark? Like from a tree or from an animal? I don't have any bark on me, so I can only do an animal one.
Peppermint bark in the refrigerator.
I mean, is oh, that's a good question. Is that chicken boned, or
no,
is it
boneless, skinless chicken thighs?
Boneless, skinless chicken thighs, the great benefactor of many meals. I'll tell you, I prefer chicken thighs. I think actually, you know, I have a theory. Cool. I used to eat fast food. Now I don't really touch fast food as much as I can because I'm trying not to be a fat piece of shit. which is neither here nor there. But I did find that my Wendy's, I think, was making chicken nuggets out of dark meat because they tasted different.
Yeah, they taste so much fucking better, bro.
They did. They tasted so much better. Bones.
That's the best chicken nuggets.
Who?
I mean,
Sorry, I still didn't hear you.
Wendy's has the best chicken nuggets.
Who? Wendy's? Yeah, Wendy's does. Yeah, no, they do. They definitely do. Victoria says bones are how you get really deep flavor when you roast a chicken. Save the bones in the freezer for use later. Okay. I mean, Victoria, what are we, scientists? Let's calm down, okay?
I'm not roasting the chicken though.
The rest of the chicken, you have to eat it raw. It's the only solution. And you have to eat its giblets. I never understood that. People are like, the giblets are the best part. You're like, I'm pretty sure that's not true.
They are.
You're a liar, okay? And you're just trying to deceive people so you can pawn off your giblets on them.
No. Plenty of people know.
I mean, I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of people would be like, hey, if you like chicken giblets, I got some giblets you can taste. And that's how that
When have
conversation,
I ever lied to you, Nina?
like literally on a daily basis.
I don't lie to you.
He does.
I don't think I do.
He's told me times, he's like, I've been kidnapped when I was a kid. I fought an alligator in a bare knuckle match.
Just because it sounds like a lie does not mean it's a lie.
I mean, I need somebody to corroborate. I need you to walk around with like a nerd in a suit who's like, that's correct. That happened on this date, on this time, in this state,
Grayson.
Are you doing fired chicken with the honey or honey in the soup? That is a fair question.
I haven't decided yet.
He's still deciding, everyone.
I think I'm going to let the chicken cook up because Jack isn't going to eat it if it's spicy. So I'm going to probably add the hot honey later.
Oh, damn it. Listen, you got to train that kid and force him to eat a whole pan of hot honey chicken.
He's Irish, bro. The spiciest thing they have in Ireland is butter.
That is a good point. And it is great butter. So Victoria says, good point, Serge. Is it topped with fried hot honey chicken? I mean, no. It's going to be chicken soup. And then it's going to have a hot honey something to go on top for those that wish it.
I'm trying to guess. I have butter in here, by the way. I'm trying to guess. Watch this happen.
Interestingly enough, Serge, I think I may have beat autocorrect because the other day I typed duck and it replaced it with a word that we all know and love. So, garlic powder, of course. Are you starting with a traditional base or doing your own thing, Cole? So, okay.
I'm going to put zero right in it.
Okay, so I had this conversation with Victoria. Victoria's like, oh, is he making a traditional chicken soup? And I go, what makes you think that he's not going to add ginger ale to this soup? and she was like, he's just doing it to trigger me. I'm like, he's doing it to trigger everyone.
Yeah, it's not just for her.
Yeah,
she's like kind of an afterthought, if I'm honest.
Don't feel important. It is to enrage everyone equally, right? We are fair people here. We enrage people across the board.
I'm an equal opportunity. That's our offer.
Listen, it's important, everyone. Make sure your salt is iodized. That's what keeps the nuclear bombs in check. Make sure you do that. Because apparently you can buy salt that doesn't have iodine, which is ridiculous. And black pepper, of course, which comes in an oddly shaped container, unlike everybody else. So it can be doubly shamed. Not only for its dark color, but its weird shape. It's fair.
What? By the way, Victoria, what makes it a traditional soup? I've never made it. I don't know that I've ever made a traditional chicken noodle soup.
I think you just have to start with a mirepoix, which
what the fuck is that?
I will tell you right now. I'm gonna Google it just to make sure, just in case, because if I get it wrong, people are gonna get mad at me. Mirepoix. Mirepoix. Hey, I was typing Mirepoix.
I'm gonna slow cook that.
Mirepoix. Nope, that's not how you. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's actually so the word is Mirepoix, but it is written Mirepoix, or Mirepoix also, which is a mixture of diced vegetables cooked with fat, usually butter, for a long time on low heat with coloring or without coloring or browning. The ingredients are sautéed or otherwise hard cooked because the intention is to sweeten rather than caramelize them. A Mirepoix, as it's spelled, is a long-standing part of French cuisine. It is a flavor-based wide variety of dishes, including stocks, soups, stews, and sauces.
So essentially, traditional soup would be to slow cook this
Yes.
over the course of several hours.
Yes.
Did that answer your question whether or not I'm making that or not?
Well, so basically, it's a normal Mirepoix. That's how it's spelled. Would be carrots, onions, leeks, celery, some other root vegetables, possibly some bay leaves, some allspice greens, a few things like that. Like it's a base, right?
Yeah,
And then you would go on.
slow cook this shit for several hours.
You know what? We'll know it until we try it, sir.
You
That
want to
sounded
think
like
for
RFK there.
several hours, bro?
Not necessary. A traditional soup start doesn't take long. I can make a chicken soup from scratch in 20 minutes. I feel like Victoria just literally led the conversation up until that point. Bozy,
You can make a soup in 20 minutes, but not a
what the fuck?
traditional one based off of what that just said.
It's Triumph. I changed my name for comedic relief. I mean, Bossy Smegma feels like a great name. So congratulations. Are you using egg noodles? That's a great question.
I have rotini.
So he's using fancy noodles because
I thought about egg noodles or farfalle, but I'm gonna use rotini.
the best part is he showed us the picture, not the name, because that's how we do things here.
The fucking name is in it.
Also, welcome everyone from Twitter who's watching. Please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channels as well because we do a lot more stuff. I do have a Twitter account, but I don't really use it. I mostly just look at it for the scantily clad women because I'm a pervert. But Sniffing Glue 22 is regularly posting there and causing shenanigans. So please make sure you subscribe to his channel, especially on Twitter. But mine's Dean Genetic Marvel is at all other social media because I'm an old person. So that's how things. But we are broadcasting today to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We are everywhere. Interesting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with starting those noodles up. Yeah, I feel like this is the thing is when you have a good base for a soup ready to go, right? Some garlic because you're fancy that way.
I'm gonna fry this with the chicken too, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's fine. What else are you just cooking the chicken with the garlic or and some seasoning, or you threw some butter in there, right?
Yeah, butter.
Hey, we have recipes here, people. We know what we're doing.
I got some sliced mushrooms with the broth.
See, I prefer to eat my mushrooms whole. Why? Because they get you a lot more doped up. That's just an opinion. But hey. I'm trying to eat less these days because I've been feeling fat. I've been eating a lot of food during the last week plus of shenanigans. Did you put pepper in your noodle in your noodles? How dare you, sir? Why don't you just...
We're trying to draw out all this illness, and that shit don't like spicy.
No, it doesn't. That is a good thing. So interestingly enough, I remember a couple times when I went home and I was very sick. my mom would heat up moonshine, and she's like, "You got to do it like a shot." And I'm like, "I've never done a shot. I'm 16." And she's like, I was probably 14 at the time, but still, I don't think I've done a shot. The first
You
beer
guys
I had.
done the shot by the time you're 14?
No, we would sneak beers. My first beer ever was in Greece when I was, I want to say 9, and that was a horrible experience. Um, but yeah, then mostly at weddings we would drink. We would sneak beers, and also like it's because I looked like a senior citizen from the age of 12 that people were like, yeah, he can grow full beard. Give him a beer. It was great. So
I would have made out over there too. I had a mustache by the time I was 11.
you know what though? This is the thing is looking back, for me, I never liked facial hair. I just liked having good sideburns. So my sideburns would grow in, and my mom would get mad, and she'd be like, "Cut your sideburns shorter. You look unkept." And I'm like, I'd grow them down to my.
You kind of act like you were in the 70s.
No, because I would just like them square and just like coming down to the bottom of like I cut them off at the bottom of my ear. My mom's like, "You look like a troublemaker." Remember, when I was growing up, if you had a face tattoo, you were a murderer, right?
Right.
Now you're just you maybe are in a band or you do CrossFit, something that's and you get a neck tattoo.
You're just a woman.
Or a woman. Yeah, there's a lot of women who have face tattoos. And I'm not knocking a face tattoo. I'm just saying like that is an aggressive place to start.
Right.
I worked with a guy who had like lips tattooed on the side of his neck, and I'm like, that's aggressively shouting out something. Right? You know? And he was like, "No, it's cool, man." I'm like, "I don't think so. Maybe for your boyfriend." He's like, "I don't have a boyfriend." I'm like, "Yes, you do." And they tattooed lips on your neck. I think people think you're a murderer still if you have face tattoos. I don't know, because I don't have face tattoos, and people assume I'm a murderer. But I just have resting murder face, so it's not the same.
And we found out anything about all these fucking like with if you watch the news,
Yeah,
it's one thing I'm learning is that murderers are good looking.
always.
What?
What should I get tattooed across my forehead? I mean, Sora, it's up to you, really, right? Because I feel like tattoos are definitely a thing of self-expression. Or in the case of Cole, you just wanted everyone to think you're a pirate, which is fine. Like
I was gonna say get at Sniffing Glue 22 on all platforms, tattooed right across your face.
Don't do that. I feel like Dino the Genetic Marvel would work better for Sniffing Glue 22. Less jail time. Because if you said Sniffing Glue 22 on all platforms on your forehead, people are like, that was a poor decision, right?
It's free advertising.
Whereas Dino the Genetic Marvel, I feel like you could be like, like you could pass it off as some sort of religion, which I'm not against. What should I get tattooed across my forehead? Like, came for the drinks, stayed for the party. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of options, Sora. But do you have other tattoos, Sora? That's what I would like to know. I assume that you're Sora sounds like a lady's name, so I assume you're a lady. But if you're a dude, that's cool. My bad. I want to know what other things you have. Tattoos.
Sora is Mac Mac Walton. You remember the rapper we had on a few weeks ago from Louisiana?
What? Sorry, say that again.
Remember the rapper we had who made, I believe, spaghetti?
Mac.
Yeah, Mac. That's Mac's girlfriend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So Sora, what other my name is Sky and Cole knows me. Oh, there you go. So why does it say Sora sort of gassy as your name? That's a peculiar one. If the people with face tats have to say it's cool, then it's 100% not cool. I mean, yeah, a little bit. Get Brodo Bag and D's nuts on your forehead. That would be aggressive. Creative. I would ask to read it again. Be like, can I read your forehead? I want to make sure it says Brodo Baggins D's nuts, because I feel like there's a lot of social environments that leans on in a good way. My name is Sky and Cole knows it. Yeah. So okay. So Sky, I have a question. I have multiple questions, but let's start simple. How many tattoos do you have, and do you have any above the shirt line? That's the real question. Also, fair question. When I say that, that I include having like a mid titty tattoo as being above the neckline, because like, let's be honest, let's be fair. Brodo Baggins says, I have a tramp stamp. Tell me what your tramp stamp says, sir, because I need to know. Super random comment. Why do people think they can chat with you normally while you have noise canceling headphones on? Me, not you. Doesn't have headphones, say something. So I believe that it's just because people assume that you're trying to pretend. It's like when you wear headphones, people are like, oh, they don't want to talk to somebody, so I'm going to talk to them. And you're like, no, I don't want to talk to somebody, so don't talk to me. Same reason with my murder face, right? I keep my murder face on, especially during transit times, so people can stay away. All right. So Sky said just arms and legs, Lamau. Okay. So here's the question. And since you're a lady, and because you're a lady, I assume you practice the dark arts. That's only fair. No offense. It's just reasonable. Would you consider the mid titty tattoo? There's a good question, because I've seen this on women, and I have questions. So now, while you have your anonymity and the protection of the internet in all of its magical powers, maybe you could explain the attractiveness to it, because interestingly enough, I've seen both small and large right down the center, and I'm like, creative, I agree, perplexing still.
So
And
I
also,
have carrots and celery in here, which kind of already goes with hot chicken, you know. And then I have mushrooms in here. I'm gonna throw some onions in here next, and then
it
we're
sounds
not
like a
ready
good
to our chicken.
it sounds like a good soup, let's be honest. But yeah, so is there a theme to your tattoos? Are you trying to go full body? Where are we aspiring for? I'm just asking. I'm only asking
It's not
because
Japanese.
I've always wanted. Show us a photo of the soup. That's fair. It's coming. It's coming.
It'll happen.
But this is the thing: is I've always wanted a tattoo. I cannot decide what I would want. The one thing that I was talking with Victoria about was I would get the dates of any children that I have, that I would get, because even if they, life happens to all of us, but if you get that, like, they can't change their birthday. They can change their name, they can change their face, they can change a lot of things about them, but they can't change the birth date. That's against the law. I feel like tattoos, like piercings, are addictive. You want to keep getting either or when you start it. I mean, I was thinking of getting blackface done, but apparently that's against the law. So who knew? But I've seen a lot of people get cover-ups and then get blackouts, and I'm like, that seems like you were confused from the get-go. I have questions. But it's one of those things. Because you have a bunch of tattoos and you seem like a weirdo, Cole.
If I'm honest, I got most of my tattoos as a bonding experience with my baby mama. She's a big tattoo person. And now I'm like, well, I already got all these tattoos, I might as well keep getting more just to finish off the product.
I mean,
I never would have gotten any tattoos if it wasn't for me being with somebody for a very long time who had a bunch of tattoos. She's always going to get them, so I was like, I might as well get some.
I mean, I'm not against it. So Serge says, I got 5 tattoos, 2 sleeves, 1 cover up, 2 on my chest. So do you count a sleeve as 1 tattoo?
Yep. Only if you got it all at once.
Okay. I'm learning. I appreciate
it. I plan for mine to be a sleeve at some point, but I mean, it's all bits. So.
Let's see here. Victoria says, we know someone who wanted to get a cover up for a huge back tattoo, and they told him it would be thousands of dollars. Yeah, and he also had, like, he's a white guy, but he's got like an Aztec like circle thingy across his entire back, and it's just black. And I'm like, you're not that. I don't know why you do that. You got to customize your avatar, dude. Who, my avatar or his avatar? Whose avatar? I need Sky. You're killing me here.
Back tattoos are so gay.
Back tattoos?
That's a chick thing. I'm sorry.
I mean, Brodo Baggins has a tramp stamp, which he still hasn't revealed to us what it says. which I feel like is just says hold on. That's all on his tramp stamp. Yeah, each costs around $800. $800.
Yeah, tattoos are ridiculous now.
That's a lot.
They're like
Hold on.
they overcharge now. Yeah.
Sky, I do have a personalized avatar. I think. Let me see. No, come on. Yeah. It's me standing in a field holding barbecue. It's very apropos to my whole thing. Also, so this is the thing. And Serge, so when you got the 2 arm tattoos, can I ask is it like right to your cuff, or is it like just like the majority of your arm? Number 1. Number 2, what was the cover up for, and does she have a name? Number 3, what are the chest tattoos? Are they like 2 Gerber babies getting ready to fight? Maybe 2 dragons? I don't know. I'm asking questions.
Yeah, we should go get tattoos next time you're in town.
I don't know what I puss out. I don't know what I want to do. What if you've already seen me throw up because I had too many weed cookies. I'm not really sure I want you to see me scream or cry because I get.
Oh, it doesn't hurt. Have you ever been scratched by a cat?
Yeah, that hurts.
That's how it feels.
That's not true. That hurts a lot.
It hurts, but it doesn't. It's not like you're gonna cry like a little bitch. It's ow.
Yeah,
That was fucked up.
Yeah, I was born a long time ago. My nerve endings barely work at this point. So Victoria says, unless you're
definitely not gonna be a problem for you.
Victoria says, unless you're a Yakuza, then back tattoos are badass. Yeah, but then you're also a Yakuza. I feel like you don't need the tattoos to be a badass Yakuza. Yeah, it's more expensive than piercing. It is more expensive. Serge, did you do a theme tattoo for your arms? Good question. Viking runes on my chest. One's health and the other is luck. I like it. That's creative. Good for you, Serge. And apropos, listen, you should want health and luck on your titties. That's fair. That's a reasonable conclusion. Sky, I'm still waiting on details of yours, because if you have an accoutrement, I need a list. I want understanding. I am thirsting for knowledge. And right now, this guy is not giving me any secrets of his hot honey chicken soup. Also, to commemorate this bastard not drinking today, I'm drinking these neutral vodka soda drinks. So far, the lime one is the best. Cherry's okay, I find, but
lime is always really good in alcohol.
Well, that's why I didn't want to explain my tattoos. They sound so boring compared to that. Oh, Sky, nothing personal. And you know what? Listen, tattoos, I think, are very much in the eye of the beholder. Like, I know a friend who got a Chinese character. She's blonde hair, blue eyes, which I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. She's like, it means this. And I'm like, it probably doesn't. It probably means chicken soup. She got mad at me for that. She didn't talk to me for a week. It's such a great week.
I have see if Victoria knows what that means.
Yeah, it says, "Come up, some young guy." That's what it says.
He's gone to be fucked shy.
I love that you're too sick to come back as fast as you normally do, so I can get away with some zingers. It's good. They now have semi-permanent tattoos now that go away after 2 to 3 years. I want to get one on my face, Victoria. So it's not that committed. Yeah, I have a problem with commitment on that level. The best part of that is you showed it upside down. Oh,
yeah, I don't know which way is right side up or not. Is it this way? I don't know. He just tatted it on me. I told him to do that, and that's how he did it.
I feel like that's the right way, because that would be how you would write. Yeah. Victoria says yes. I think Victoria actually said yes to me getting the semi-permanent face tattoos. So I'm going to do that very soon, everyone. I'm thinking if I get like the back end of a chicken on my face, and then the eggs would come out of my mouth. I feel like that would be entertaining to people. And then 2-3 years, no big deal. It's fine. Serge says left sleeve, no color, and it's eyes from famous art. Ooh, that's cool. One eye on the topic. My arm is a mouth with an eye on it. That's terrifying. I definitely want to see pictures, Serge. You know what? Next time I'm in Ohio, we're gonna do drinks, and I'm gonna get shit faced. It'll be entertaining. We'll have a good time. Woo. You dump which artist, Serge? Damn. Victoria keeps on asking questions. I feel like she's getting files on you guys. Remember, she's a spy. Be careful.
So a Chinese spy, y'all got them over there too in Canada?
Of course, of course.
Always a Chinese woman.
All right, Scott. Well, honeypot. That's how it works. Okay, so I have 7 tattoos, 5 on my left forearm, 1 on my right arm, and 1 on my left leg. The ones on my left arm are my Miles Morales tattoo with Miles in the web at my son's birthday. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Because his name
Miles Morales.
Because his name is Miles Morales. It's fine. Then I have 3 Friday the 13th tattoos and a stick and poke from when I was a teenager. Then I have the Imperial Dragon from Skyrim on my right arm and the Eye of Horus on my left leg. Those are badass. Hold on now. I got to find out what. Okay, hold on. Imperial Dragon from Skyrim.
That's a fun game. If you ever get into
it. When would I get into it? Are you kidding me? Imperial.
Why the fuck is my label always missing?
Imperial Dragon. From Skyrim. I need to see this dragon. Oh, yeah, that's a cool dragon. Yeah, with the 2 triangular thingies. And then, hold on, and the Eye of Horus. Eye of Horus. Yeah, no, those are good. Those are solid. Nice. Very interesting. 2 local people. 1 has done work on famous people. Oh, that's so cool. It's like a symbol for the game. Yeah, no, see, I'm
Aldi brand golden round crackers.
Yeah, they're Ritz crackers. Do you know we got to get Cole Loch Ness Monster ladle? That's a good idea. It's like
my mom got me a whole new set of
pots and pans,
pots and pans, and ladles and shit for Christmas. So I was like, I'm gonna leave this in the box until you guys move out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, she might take one with her.
I don't want them to be used until.
You know what? I understand exactly what you mean. And we were actually, Cole is like, yes, that's cool. Look at these crackers. Yeah. That's exactly how Cole's attitude when you tell him a cool story is exactly that. He's like, have you seen round crackers? Not brand name. Mm-hmm.
No, that's facts. You can tell me a cool story and I will be so excited for you, but I have no idea what's going on in the story because I'm not listening.
Yeah. Yeah. If he didn't have a role in the story, he doesn't know what to do. So he's like, that's cool. Have you seen this bottle of water I just got? Maybe I can be in part of the story. And you're like, that's not, just listen, man.
For sure.
Yeah, no, it's definitely ADHD. But realistically, yeah, no, those are cool. Those are cool tattoos. And the Eye of Horus obviously has a lot of stuff. Let me see. Hold on. What is the Eye of Horus? Is an ancient Egyptian ceiling that represents healing, protection, and well-being. All good things. All good things. Makes sense. I would get. You know what? See, this is the problem. Is I'm Greek, so the problem is I have too much mythology to choose from. You know, and I would do something like I would get like a centaur body tattooed on my legs. So like the front is one set of legs and the back is another set of legs. And then get blacked out in the middle. So it looks like I'm a very, very thin centaur with a very short back. I feel like that could be interesting, but you know, it's one of those things. I definitely will make mistakes. That's why I feel like I'm a bad candidate for like buyer's remorse when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'm not. Right arm is in color. Ooh, Jupiter on top with a raging storm and a Hawaiian centipede coming down the thunderbolts. What the hell is a Hawaiian centipede? Jesus.
Which one should I use? Local hot honey from Texas or Frank's Red Hot honey sauce?
Local Texas hot honey.
Okay,
hold on. Let's see. Hawaiian centipede. Hawaiian. Then no, that's not.
Is it traditional enough for you, Victoria?
Those are the gross ones. Serge, you're a bad person. I'm getting a centaur for my other son next. That's awesome. Listen, get a cool centaur. I'm just throwing this out there because centaurs are super cool. There's actually a few things. The most elusive parsley flakes. But centaurs, I feel like, aren't well represented because people are just like, oh, it was just heavy cavalry, is what it was, and you're like, no, a
I'm always
centaur's
centaur in when I played D&D because I'm a Taurus. In Zodiac or whatever the fuck, the horoscope and all that shit. So I always represent the bull.
Victoria says, LOL, nope, sorry. And then she has a weird alligator face. Your nemesis, sir.
Like, how dare you ask that question? You know the answer is no.
Of course not. Yeah.
I like traditional food. Traditional food sucks. Until food was westernized, like people were boiling food until the 50s. Fucking food, traditional food sucks. Come on.
That's one thing. Interestingly enough, Sky, you may find this cool. Was I got this yesterday when we went to see a movie. We went to a normal theater, which we don't normally do, but that means that it had these things, and I was able to buy this. So this is the hammer from the new Lord of the Rings movie that just came out. I know you weren't talking Lord of the Rings, but I was just waiting for an excuse. Yeah, there's a new it's the Ride of the Rohirrim.
I'm about to go all Clerks 2 on you.
What?
I'm about to go all Clerks 2 on you.
Listen, sir, why don't you just mind your own business, okay? I'm cooler than you.
Lord of the Rings
my wife loves
me. There's only one return, and it ain't of the king, it's of the Jedi.
False.
Which actually, I don't like either of those movies.
That's because you're a bad person.
They both suck.
Okay,
so Harry Potter.
Here is the hammer, and this is, you could get popcorn in there. I didn't because I'm not an animal.
It looks like Warner.
But yeah, it's a whole.
Looks like Jonathan.
What?
Looks like Jonathan.
You're like, does not look like Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah, his name is Ronan. That's a badass name. Good for you not naming him something weird like Apple or Tangerine.
You named your son Ronan? Who said that?
Sky.
Sky? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I want to go see it. Yeah, we went and saw Nosferatu. So Nosferatu, number one, a lot of the imagery or a lot of alluding to about her youth and how the vampire got her early on and stuff like that. It's very weird. And it's definitely, it's very much Nosferatu, not Dracula. So buyer beware.
What does that even? I don't even know what any of that means.
That's because you can't read. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow, we have Generation Dan that's playing on this YouTube channel, and that is going to be at 1 p.m. tomorrow. So please come tune in. But yeah, so I want to go see the new Lord of the Rings because it's animated. It looks really cool. Jack might even love it.
Oh, it's animated too?
Listen, why do you have to be so gay? Your whole life.
They're just working backwards in those movies.
So this guy says, I heard it basically for Monster Fuckers. A little bit. Also, like every actor does a really good job, but Johnny Depp's daughter has a big forehead and a small chin, and they really focus on it because they make her like eye down people, and you're like, if you just look up, you probably look a lot better. Is weird. And yeah, it was Nosferatu for douchey art lovers. Yeah, it was kind of like that. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was misrepresented. Like I was expecting to see some carnage. That's why like Bram Stoker's Dracula was so good, because you had like, there was a love story, there was a little, I think you saw a couple nipples in there, and then you got to see people get ripped apart. I mean, that's a good setup for a movie. So yeah, how's your soup? Tell me. Did you take pictures?
I take pictures, yeah.
It's about goddamn time. I've been waiting all day. You're so slow.
I'm sick. Sorry. You got me working with no sick leave like I'm American or something.
Basically.
I told you I was sick, and you're like, better be ready for the show tomorrow.
Yeah, you better take some drugs, sir. Oh, and Serge sent me the right on. Oh, Serge, you're awesome.
There's no healthcare in America. I know you don't work.
Hold on. Serge, where did you send it? In Discord? I gotta find it now. Give me a second here. Let me do one thing at once because I'm an idiot.
So what is Nosferatu?
That's the name of the vampire.
What was that one movie that came out not too long ago about Dracula, who was played by Nick Cage? Renfield.
Oh,
That was a good movie. I like that.
Renfield. I did like that. I thought that was great.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping they get a sequel, but they kind of killed
Yeah.
Dracula, so I don't see where they would go with that.
It always is like that. All right, so we have picture number 1, and the pictures are basically the same. So that is the picture, and the other one for some reason not loading properly. A bastard. Let me see here.
You need to get off that McDonald's Wi-Fi, bro.
I am not on McDonald's Wi-Fi, and too far.
Maybe you should upgrade then to McDonald's.
You're so hilarious. All right, hold on, Surge. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that is super cool. I do not like centipedes. It's not that I don't like centipedes, let's be very clear. It's more so that
You're afraid of bugs.
I just don't like them touching me.
You're afraid of bugs.
I'm not afraid of bugs. I just don't enjoy bugs. I'm not a fan of bugs. Nice picture of food, Cole. It looks tasty. It does look tasty. How are your off-brand round yellow crackers?
It tastes like Ritz.
Magical. It's funny what a little name will do.
Thank you, Victoria. It is pretty good. I feel like it's missing something though.
Probably like a fifth of vodka. Just, I'm telling you, that heals you. I remember a buddy of mine who's he was a ginger, so soulless bastard. But he would say how his grandma was always like, "Hey, if you're hurt on the outside, pour some whiskey. If you're hurt on the inside, pour some whiskey." And you're kind of going, like, it's not bad advice, not the best advice, but it's definitely not wrong. So, but hey,
Not wrong.
how aggressive is the hot honey?
It's really not. I probably should ask Lawrence. It's really not. It's kind of, there's like a hint of spicy.
I want to see.
But I usually make hot honey homemade, and I just drown it in hot sauce. Because it's never spicy enough. So this stuff is store bought. So it was made by people who think spicy is black pepper. So
It's not fair. Hold on, Serge. I'm loading up the picture. Next time, try white wine when you are browning the chicken or your Meyer poix to deglaze the pot. Also good advice.
Right.
And that will give you a kick.
That seems like a waste of white wine.
I mean, a little bit. Serge, do you mind if I show your the picture you sent me? Is that okay?
I would rather drink the white wine.
There you go. So yeah, it's got the lightning down there, and then the centipede. Like the centipedes are very cool, but I don't have enough experience or knowledge about centipedes for me to be comfortable with them. And in general, I think bugs are gross. So, I deal with them, but I just
Does that make Serge a human centipede?
I mean, his arm at least. Can you imagine though? Someone is having a human centipede. You're like, let me get my arm in there and just clog up the works. I feel like that would not be a cool thing. Victoria says cool tattoo. Victoria's giving everyone compliments today, so that's fine. No, it's false. It's an Asian household. We don't give shit. Okay.
It's almost Chinese New Year.
I mean, that's always exciting.
Do y'all celebrate Chinese New Year? Because I celebrate Chinese New Year, even though I'm not Chinese. I just love Chinese culture. I do. I love it. It's my favorite thing.
What's up, Mac?
I order Chinese food, and I usually try to play D&D, like a one shot when everybody else wants to play. Nobody ever wants to play the last couple of years. And then I just watch some like Chinese shit, like Rush Hour and shit.
That's fair. Sky says my son Miles wants me to tell you guys hello from him. He won't go lay down until I do. That is fair.
Hey, Miles.
Tell him he's awesome. And tell him he's got a cool name, but also tell him if he doesn't go to bed first, he'll never grow to like a 6'4" man giant. That's the rule.
And Miles
He's got
Morales is the best Spider-Man.
Oh, he's definitely up there. I'm a fan of Tom Holland Spider-Man. I'm even a fan of Andrew Garfield. I'm not a fan of Tobey Maguire as a person, though, and that's my problem.
Tobey Maguire's
Apparently
Spider-Man was kind of a bitch.
very much a bitch, but also like he's actually also a terrible person apparently in real life. So I'm like, like that's why I get some joy from Nathan Fillion playing Guy Gardner in the new Superman, which I'm like, yeah,
He's gonna fucking like own that role.
oh yeah, because he's a piece of shit, and I'm like, yeah, Guy Gardner's a piece of shit. This is a listen. You gave him shitty hair, fact. Number two, you got him played by an asshole, also fact. You're like, I mean, you can't do a better job. Yeah, great name. You know what? Tell him if he goes to bed early, he can also maybe come black. Just saying. He's got the name. Just one of those things. I'm surprised you haven't gotten a Chinese girlfriend yet, Cole. Also, fair question.
Can't talk to Asian women.
Dino, take that back. I'm not going to take it back, okay, Mac? And you and I both know you didn't go to bed early, and that's why you're only 5'7". No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I can't. Every time I'm in the existence of an Asian woman, like a pretty Asian woman, I can't. I suddenly this whole like funny, charming, always know what to say shit is out the window. I'm suddenly like, like just weird, creepy, like just like I don't even like. I just want to run away.
Listen, let's be honest, okay? Do you think that this got less creepy when it was around women?
I'm not creepy. Shut the fuck up.
No. I'm telling you to look at my face, okay?
I don't think you're creepy either.
Victoria says,
Oh.
Max says, I thought that was why I didn't turn black enough. I mean, fair point, sir. It's very possible. Just Tobey Maguire's best friend is Leonardo DiCaprio. Enough said. Yeah, they're both dirty birds. They both like they're both dirty birds. It's only fair.
Put the kid in now.
Yeah. No, so he cooked hot honey chicken. We have a picture. It was here. And he decided to put parsley on everything. Don't ask me why. That's his way. It's the white
I
man
like
way.
parsley.
Of metal.
What are you talking about?
Can you hold 100
I
kilos?
hope so.
How long do you think it is before Cole's son starts beating him up? Like it's probably gonna be soon, right?
My son beats me up.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen?
Little boy over here is too soft. You want the crackers?
Yeah.
Too soft.
Too soft.
You're too soft.
If I wanted to be, I could be very, very.
You couldn't beat up a fly.
I could.
I mean,
You would ask me to do it for you.
the white man's way. Exactly. See, that's the adds parsley. It's the white man's way.
A few times. I already hurt some flies. And also,
Well, don't be telling people that you're turning into a serial killer on live. No,
yeah,
I don't need everybody to think that you're out here abusing animals. Go.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
No.
And he's like, the best part.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Go.
I only killed flies.
Don't kill flies.
So
Oh.
the way you antagonize that boy, yeah. Max says I got $20 on Cole's son right now. I mean,
That's because it's on live TV, and that will be used against me in court.
yeah. Why is your kid hilarious? I mean,
You're getting on my nerves. Go,
He-
There's flies in a
boy. That's cool. Get out of here. Don't be telling people there's flies in my house.
listen, your son. I can only imagine how you were at that age because it would have been a problem.
Oh, I would never talk back to my mom at that age.
Oh yeah, that sounds about accurate.
My mom scared me at that age.
she's
It wasn't
still
until about
scary now.
11, 12,
Yeah.
when I was like the same size as her.
Yeah, because she's also like 4'11", right? So that's
No,
fine.
5'8", bro. It took me a while to catch up to her.
But she is good. It's not the same. No, that's fine. Surge is like my gummies kicked in, bro. I was tempted to take. So I found 2,000 milligram gummies, and trust me, yeah, I've been taking them. They've been very enjoyable. Make me a lot easier to deal with, as Victoria says. Hey, as a once guest in this show, can I shamelessly Mac? If anything, I would say come back for another episode, and then shamelessly self-promote in person with all the razzmatazz, sir. Let's
But
be
yeah,
honest,
go
Mac.
ahead. So,
I feel like
okay.
Mac, I feel like you have a lot of matching track suits, like the top and bottom matches. I feel like that's fair. Take them all. I mean, that's fine.
Also, to answer Sky's question, my kid is hilarious because I raised him. Duh.
I mean, with some significant gaps, but yes, that's fair. That's I'm sorry. I'm really taking advantage of you not being able to respond, and you're like, fuck.
I just don't have it in me right now.
I know, and I am taking advantage because I'm.
You know, I'll be right back at you. Just boom, 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 boom.
100%. And right now, you're just like, fuck.
I'm not even like honestly, I'm not even processing what you say.
I know. It's what makes it great. It's basically like somebody dosed you at a club, and I'm like, hey man, you want to do something? You're like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, all right, we're doing stuff. But yeah, Mac, you're always welcome back. You were a great guest. You were the one person that cooked spaghetti and meatballs and didn't take 2.5 hours. So that was impressive.
Dude, I swear to God, everybody wants to make spaghetti. Every time I ask anybody if they want to can I make spaghetti? Bruh.
You can bake fettuccine Alfredo. How about that?
Right.
Right? You got it. I used to have like 4 of them in high school. As I grew up, I associate with them with Russian. Yeah, that's also true. So I switched to punk fits or button shirts. I mean, you look like you could hold down a job, whereas Cole is like, nah, t-shirt for me.
I like that there's people in this world who can like pick clothes out when they buy them. I just go to thrift stores and I'm like, I like that. You know what I mean? Like I just buy clothes.
Listen,
a lot of times I don't even check to see what the size are. Like I'll buy clothes, come home with it. I'm like, this doesn't fit.
I'll be honest. I'm just happy I can now shop at normal stores. Like not all of them, but a lot of them. So trust me. Yeah, no, I feel you. Spaghetti and meatballs takes an hour max. Anything more is just name up, bro. 2.5 hours. It was wild. Everyone, thank you very much for watching. I know we're having a lot of visitors from Twitter, so we appreciate you greatly. Please make sure to check out our YouTube channels as we do a lot more content under Dealing Legit Marvel and Sniffing Glue 22.
So the hot honey is more sweet than hot, if I'm honest. I think more hot than honey.
Also, that's because Cole doesn't love himself. That is also, he's learning though. He's growing in that fashion.
What? How did we go from that? How did that get started up?
I mean, it's just your face.
Myself. I probably love myself number 2 to anybody else in the world. Only Jack.
I know. But that's the thing is you have to learn to love yourself.
I mean, I know that doesn't say much, but
yeah, because it's not like a close second. It's like a distant second. Is like you love your son, and then you're like, I'm on the other page. Second, but still.
Yeah, but then everybody else is like 7 pages later.
Yeah, that's fine. I destroy clothes. Serge, I'll be honest with you. This is the longest I've ever gone without chub rubbing through pants in my entire life. Like as a baby, I probably chub rubbed through pants more than I have now. And it's alarming because I'm like, I haven't destroyed a pair of pants in like 2 years. And I'm just like,
I adopted the George Bush walk. The George W. Bush walk. You ever notice how he like walks with like a really big gap between his legs? And they asked him why he walks like that, and he was like, well, I knew one day I was gonna have to be president. And so I knew that if I walk with a big gap between my legs, people think I have a big dick, and that was going to get me voted. I was like, wow. And I don't do that for that reason. I do it because I don't like the chub rub and the blistering you get in the heat. But that's how I walk. I walk with a big ass fucking big dick gap, which probably helps why women are attracted to me, even though I have a shit personality. But
I mean,
it's just trickery in the grand scheme of things.
Women just listen, they believe you whatever you say, right? So you be like, yeah, I got a shit shit personality, but look at this walk.
Yeah, I say.
Victoria says, is that I might have pooped my pants walk? It's very close. And that's why some girls, if they're not quick, they're like, I think that guy shit his pants. Oh no, he might have a big dick. That's how it goes. Not the long game.
That's a different walk. That's a different walk.
Not by much though. That's why you got to be careful. If you're careful, if you're walking around like you got a big wiener, you may also be mistaken for somebody who shit their pants, and that's
No, it's a different walk. Because shit your pants walk is more like you kind of lean forward a little bit.
you do, and you squeeze your buttocks. You
Right,
try
yeah,
and
you
make sure
kinda
no
like-
more poop comes out.
Yeah, you're trying not to touch your butt to the poop.
Yeah.
You know?
Whereas when it's just when it's a big dick walk, you walk kind of leaning forward like a speeding train.
Yeah, you kind of walk
you're
with
just-
like a
Like
lot of like you walk with good posture too. You know?
that dude's got White Claw vibes. Which one? The one who's pooped his pants, or the one who's walking like he rode a horse to town?
I drink White Claws. White Claws are good. Wait,
They're not. This
they're
is
so good.
this is vodka, soda, and flavoring, and it tastes like shit. So I don't know.
That's because you don't drink. Like I'm convinced that like you growing up Mormon or whatever is the reason you don't like it. You don't like the taste of alcohol. You don't
No.
like music.
Nope.
You don't like
It's not true.
you can't. I can't smoke a good cigar and just shut the fuck up. 'Cause you just
Also not true.
all things that were fun were just taken from you. You're like,
Mhm.
I don't like to go to concerts because there's concert people there.
That's correct. They're the worst. They're the worst kind of people because they're
Yeah.
like, I need to sing too, and you're like, no, you don't.
You have been
Right.
all great things have a little bit of take in them.
Okay, I
They
don't.
take something from you. You ever go out and have fun for an entire day, and the next day you're really tired and beat the fuck up? That's because it's taking something from you.
No, because I've always had.
You know what? It's fine. Don't lie.
I'm upper middle class. I don't have to hang out with losers. So I
Okay.
go to places.
All
I
right.
get booths. I get nice chairs and shit like that.
All right, let's walk around Little Italy, eat a bunch of desserts, and see how you feel the next day.
That's different.
No, everything takes from you.
No,
All fun things beat
I was
you
trying
up.
to mess with Colt. Listen. He's worth messing with, especially in his current state. So that's fair.
You can't mess with me.
You can always mess with him.
I'm too
Half the time he doesn't even
I'm
realize.
too secure in myself. You can't make me get all weird.
Listen, just so everyone knows, he's got a little wiener, but gigantic testicles, like ridiculous testicles.
That is true.
Yeah.
Not the little
And-
wiener part, but the giant testicle.
And also, like, it's not that he has a small wiener; it's just all girth, no length, all girth. It's very odd. He tried to show it to me last time. I'm like, I don't need that. I'm
I
married.
never tried to show it to you.
He definitely tried to show me.
I haven't.
He
I
walked out.
I don't know that I've ever been complimented on my balls though, but like every woman that's been down there, like, why are they so big? I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Why are you worried about that?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's also a fair question. Why are they so big?
I don't know. I got a lot of testosterone.
That's not how that works, but yeah, sure.
I'm always ready to fight anybody at any given second. You just slam my door, see what happens.
I'll tell you, hilarity ensues, people. Hilarity ensues. No.
You know, I was thinking about that. It's like I drove away and then came back to beat his ass.
You did, which is hilarious.
I was so mad. I couldn't handle the situation. I
No.
couldn't process it correctly. So I literally drove like 70 miles an hour down a fucking suburban road
Yeah.
and then parked it and walked back
It was a weird decision.
to fight him.
Yeah, yeah. I would have just run him over. I think it would have been funny.
Like I was have you ever been so mad you can't think?
Yes.
That's what happened there. I was not like prepared for him to slam my door.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. And even I was like, why would you do that? That's not your door. Who are you slamming? And he was like, oh, what's the big deal? I'm like, no, you don't do that. You don't do that to other men. You don't slam their door. Women do that. Women will slam your door because they're like, I slammed your door. And then you're like, I'll slam your face into the curb. I don't give a shit. Okay. How dare you touch my car? But yeah, that's fine. That's a reasonable thing. Tomorrow, everyone, we are back with Generation Dan. Cole is going to be
Back.
recovering.
Uh-huh.
No, you're not back.
No, Atlas is back though.
Yeah, Atlas is back from his trips to beyond. He didn't die. He just went to Japan. So he's going to come back. We are going to be talking about culture shock and stuff like that.
Yeah, like they're
so-
racist there. They don't let black people in certain places. I can't wait to have
Bro, they don't let white people into places. Forget about black people. Okay, they're like
Yeah,
ultra
but
racist.
Atlas is the kind of person to be like, that's fair. when it's white people.
Which makes it even funnier because he's like, yeah, it's okay if it's white people, and you're like, no, that's not how that works. But whatever. Anyways, so yeah, please feel free to tune in tomorrow, guys. We're gonna be playing at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 a.m. Because I want to go do stuff with my wife. So I guess that Ryan gave us. Yeah, that was Ryan.
I don't want to name no names.
That's fine. Yeah. Ryan is a man
To
of
be
many.
fair, like I didn't just blow my top off. It was like the last 10 times that I had seen him in person, he like walked on the line and I kept telling him, you can't talk to me like this. And then he slammed my door.
Yes.
Like, all right.
Which
I
is
doing this place.
it was hilarious. But yeah. And honestly, I was kind of like, I'll watch you guys fight. That's fine.
But
And then
he wouldn't even fight me. I pushed him and he like almost fell down and then walked away.
It was very hilarious to watch.
At that point, that's assault. I need him to fight back.
It was very much like fight on the school playground at the Jewish school, though. Like nobody was throwing a punch, but everyone was like, it was very interesting. I can't believe another man would slam the door of a guy's car. A lot of men do, and it's very much not okay because like there are some men that will shoot you for that shit.
It's fatherless activity is what it is. It's a man that wasn't raised by a father.
That seems like the equivalent to a woman putting another woman's purse on the ground. Yeah, that's probably accurate.
Wait.
Yeah, basically.
What's the significance of putting another woman's purse on the ground?
Oh,
I mean, not that I've ever done that. It's just I didn't know that there was something to it.
You look like you would hold a woman's purse.
Oh, the woman putting another woman's purse on the ground?
Yeah. If a woman hands you her purse, it's to keep it safe and off the ground. If you put it down,
a man for sure, but like what?
So it's the same thing. Well, men treat their cars like women treat their purses. Like it has their entire life inside of it, but not really. It's see, it's disrespectful. Like that's our stuff. Keep it safe. 100%. Yeah, it's very much a purse and a car are the balanced equivalent.
I just didn't know that. I mean, like I wouldn't put their shit on the ground anyway, just if I'm handed it. But also, I don't like to be handed stuff.
Okay, Tony Stark, calm down.
Everybody says that. I've had that pet peeve my entire life, though. You know what I hate in being in relationships is when women are like, "Can you get the thing out of my purse?" And I just bring the purse. I'm just no.
Always. Okay, so it's funny.
Me.
Victoria's like, "Don't touch my purse." That's it. Every time she's asking for a purse, I bring her. Like she's like, "Oh, can you get that out of my purse?" I just give her a purse, and you deal with that. I'm not doing that. But then she's like, "You could just get it out." I'm like, "Okay." And the one time
my wallet.
The one time I did it, she was like, "Okay," and I'm like, I told you that I shouldn't do this, and you're like, no, just do it. And then I did it, and you got angry. That's on you. Yeah, I don't care if it's just vape and subject. Yeah, no. Seldom do women have important things in their purse. I think the importance is the actual purse, not the same.
I've always been afraid that I would grab something out of there that I wasn't supposed to know. Like a dildo or a tampon or 100%. A fucking pregnancy test or something. You know what I mean? Like,
I assume that women just have like a roll of quarters that vibrates in their purse. Victoria's like, that's because I trust you, Dino. That's not true. Let's just calm down with your accusations.
No wife trusts her husband.
Yeah, you don't have to lie, Victoria. Just calm down. Anyways, thank you all for watching.
Phone every night.
I know.
Sleeping.
She complains that I wait for her to get to sleep, but then she wakes up as soon as I'm asleep and checks my phone for sure. That's 100%. And I'm like, there's nothing on there.
You got to put the phone between the hands and then like that.
I sleep like, hey, you know what the weird thing is? Like
big palm too.
When I sleep, I'm like, okay, I watch TV like this. She's like, are you asleep? I'm like, no, I'm fully awake. She's like, why does it look like you're asleep? I'm like, I am not asleep.
That's the dad. That's a dad thing to do. That's why you need kids. I'm watching that.
Hey, see you night. Good night, Serge.
We'll see you tomorrow,
hopefully. Have a good one. Listen, Victoria sleeps with her eyes open. It's freaky. Okay, she's like, she's looking you dead in the eye, and you're like, you sleep? She's like, sound
asleep. That's that Chinese shit because they knew the cons were coming to get them.
100%. Anyways, everyone, have a
evolution.
wonderful rest of your Saturday. This has been Hammered and Cheese. Make sure you subscribe to both our channels. If you don't, God won't love you. And Santa already denied you, gave you all cold. Don't lie. It's because you didn't subscribe earlier. Make sure you do.
Call right here.
All right. And we will see you in a couple days. If not, we'll be back for we'll be back for Monday for Life of
Oh,
Giants.
shit, we gotta come up with topics for Monday and whatnot.
Well, we're gonna have another quote. So we're gonna think that up overnight and then share it with you. If you come to Generation Den, we'll tell you there. All right. Later.